Hi friends, my name is Lisa Schmidt and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Welcome to New in the Studio. It's got to be a hot week, I think. This weekend was insane. I love it when it says temperature is 95, feels like 103. I was like, oof. So needless to say, we stayed inside quite a bit. But I promised you on Saturday that I would show you something new, and I'm very excited to show you. What I realized, it took me a little while, I don't know why, but it took me a while to realize this, that online exclusives come out every other month. So they came out in May, so they'll come out, the next ones come out in July. And that's what I'm going to show you is something that's coming out in July. Okay, let's get, which is like next week. So the stamp set is called Perfectly Pears. And honestly, at first I was like, yeah, it's a pear. I kind of was like, okay. But as everything, once you see things and they kind of start growing on you. But it really, but the winner for me is this designer series paper is just gorgeous. It is Secret Sea is the color back in here. And it's just so pretty. These pears are just, they're gorgeous. These pears are some I'm going to use. This all can be die cut out. So the pear, this leaf, the little pears, and these flowers, the pink ones, all get die cut out. So let's look at this side first, and then we'll flip and look at the other side. Okay, this one is just looks like so much fun to make cards with, or a scrapbook page. It would be beautiful. It is because it's got.
So are these coming out in July?
Yes.
Gotcha.
This will come out in July. Yes. And it's the first Tuesday in July, whatever that is. That's when things come out with Stampin' Up! On Tuesdays. So there's another really pretty one. It's using the Darling Duckling is one of the colors. We'll look at the colors in just a moment. And this one, look how pretty that is. That is so pretty. And then I believe there's, one more.
Hi, friends.
And this one right here. So just really, the colors are quite nice. And then the back is obviously like a little bit of muted, more of a background. That's the back. Let's see, I don't know if I got them all. But let's just quick look here. Yes, just one more. This is what I'm going to use. Actually, there's two more, but there's the other one. All right, so there's the backgrounds of them. And you can see that Darling Duckling, Strawberry Slush. Let's take a look so I'm not guessing. Basic Beige, Darling Duckling, Mossy Meadow, Old Olive, Petal Pink. There it is, Petal Pink, and Secret Sea. Personally, I think the darker color in here is Strawberry Slush. They didn't mention that, but that's okay. They didn't ask me. I don't understand. So let's go ahead and get started. And like I told you, the feature on my card is this paper. I thought it was so pretty. So let me just set that down and we will make a very pretty card. The first card I'm going to make, though, isn't going to use the designer series paper because, I want to do pure stamping. I like to do pure stamping just to show you a stamp set when we first get started. So this is Old Olive. And then I have a piece 11 by 4 that I just cut down a little bit. That's going to go here. So I'm just going to stick that right on because I'm going to build on top of it. So let's go ahead and put that down. How's your week starting? Oh, that is really crooked. Something's crooked. I'll fix that later. And then this, we are going to use this little layer like that. It's a very small layer. The Old Olive's just going to show a tiny bit there, just enough to offset it. Now, these two oval dies come from the Floral Impressions. Floral Impressions, it is an online exclusive. And I was trying to explain it on Saturday. I didn't do a very good job, I don't feel like. So I wrote on them. The one with the stitching is the inside. It also gives you a border, but that's the inside. So I wrote in on it. The other one is the outside. So that's how you can remember. The stitching is in, the plain is out. So I was just thinking, how can I explain that a little bit better? So we're going to stamp on this one with a pear. So we're going to stamp the pear in Old Olive, and I'm going to stamp an edge of it in Pecan Pie. I looked at some of the greens to see what I would do for the edge, and I decided pecan pie was my best bet. I'm going to think about, just thinking about where my words are going to go. They're going to go underneath it. Yep. Okay, so let's go ahead and commit. Stamp the pear. Doesn't look very old olive to me, but it's pretty. And then I'm going to stamp my little edge here, like that, in some pecan pie. I am going to stamp the leaves in pecan pie, like that. And then I'm going to do the inside, but for the inside, I am going to stamp that off one time, and then just so I get a little bit of a different color on the leaves. There we go. It's pretty. It's I don't know if I want to say it's simple, but it kind of is simple. Would you grab, nope, I'm good. I want to ground my pear. So I'm going to pick up a little bit of the pecan pie with my blender pen. Just make sure. Let me use the other side, I believe.
Got a lot of people agreeing with how hot.
Oh my gosh, insane. So I'm just going to ground my pear a little bit. I don't want a lot. I just want a little shadow. Try to feel like I'm an artist.
Can you move that up just a little bit for me?
Yes. So just want to ground my pear a tiny bit with
Not
some.
your whole thing. Just slide the pad. There we go.
Thank you.
Perfect.
I love that you're watching because you know what? I don't know. There we go. Just to ground it a little bit. I was thinking of using gray and I thought, well, wait, just use the pecan pie.
Exactly.
So there is that. And
it has sort of that watercolory, sketchy look to it.
Yeah, absolutely it does. And it's supposed to.
I know.
Yeah, it's supposed to. So I'm going to attach this on here, and then the whole thing we're going to pop up.
Very vintage.
Very vintage. That'd be a great name for a stamp set, Dave. Maybe they should ask you.
I designed one.
All right. So this is going to go here. I was just thinking about my little word. I got to fix this. That's going to drive me crazy. My old olive is just not straight. Let's just get rid of that. There we go. Dave's going after a fly. It's been buzzing around and bugging us. So, all right. So that is going to go there. And my words, I want to think about my words before I pop this up and commit. I was thinking a friend. I think I'm going to go all center on this one.
Did you say all centered or
yeah,
off centered?
No, I said all centered, but then I second guessed it and I think I might go off center. All right, so let's go ahead and attach this. And this pear, I thought it looks very pretty, even just on the vanilla, without, like with a vanilla on a vanilla, is a really pretty way to do that too. So pear, I'm going to put it up a little bit higher so I can get my little word underneath. And the words in this say, hello, thank you, congratulations. You could say hello, friend. Thank you, friend. Congratulations. A good friend is a gift. What did you want to say?
Congratulations, friend.
Yes, you could say congratulations, friend also. I'm obviously going to stamp that in my darker color. Oh, maybe not obviously. I'm going to stamp it in the old olive, kind of sticking with that. I like to use two colors rather than using, that's a little bit, I'm going to push hard. Put that on there. Dave is determined to get this fly.
I got one. I'm going after the other.
Okay,
now.
Well, just don't hit me or my things.
Gotcha.
I am also going, I think this little thing right here, that little splash, I kind of feel like I want to add some. Oh my goodness, just let it be. Okay. I kind of feel like I want to add some of these. So I'm going to I just want to see what does it look like before I commit to adding it. Yeah, just a little bit. And I think if I have it off, I don't know. What do you think, Dave? He's too busy getting the fly. I'm going to leave it.
What are you?
It's just a little bit of. I think I'm just going to leave it.
Dots?
Yeah.
I would leave it.
I'm going to. But I did bring over some twine. And the other thing I have, which is oh so pretty, are these dots. And they are called low profile sparkle dots. And I was thinking low profile like the color, but I think it's because maybe they don't stand up as tall as normal dots. That's what I'm going to take a guess at. So let me grab my take your pick, and I won't say it. I'm going to go with yellow. I think that is going to give a little pop here.
Yep.
I was thinking the green, but we got enough green. So we're going to go with the Darling Duckling. Put one here.
One of our friends says they can't stand when there's a fly buzzing either.
Yeah, I know. I don't either, but maybe when I'm not trying to do this would be a better time. Just a thought. I don't know. There we go. I'm going to move that one up a little bit. Oh, a little bit higher. There we go. A little higher. There we go. Okay. And I'm going to add a little bit of twine. And I think I'm going to put it right there where the stem touches the pear. But I'm going to make a double bow or a double knot, whatever you want to call it. No, it's a bow. I'm going to make it a double bow. So just folding it in half. And sometimes I find because when you get to the bottom, this is not the end. When you get to the end, it gets really curly. And if you just kind of pull it out a little bit, it will straighten a bit. So let's go ahead and make a little bow. Little. That's going to be cute though. I didn't go very much in the middle, but that's okay. I'm going to just cut some off. That's like a perfect size. Make that a little smaller. There we go.
2 more.
You're killing me, Smalls. Okay, let me grab a glue dot and we will stick that on. I think it's sweet.
It's very sweet.
There we go. Boom. Did you get it? Because if you didn't, I'm please asking you. Oh, it's right here on my bucket. Please stop. Let's stop. Okay, so there's my little card. And actually, I did not put, oh yes, I didn't need to put vanilla on the inside. There we go. I think it's sweet. It's not, it's just kind of a, like Dave said, vintagey, simple. I like it. A good friend is a gift. And you, my friends, are a good gift, are a gift to me. Did you have any announcements or do you want me to just go on? Okay. All right.
Let me just.
I just think it's really pretty. And the shading is quite, while he's getting that ready, the shading is really amazing there. It's just the way it's meant to be. So.
All right. So as you know, for anything you ever need stamping related, go to thestamperstudio.com. When you get there, scroll on down, shop for stamps, paper products, etc. That is where you can go to see your online exclusives, like this one. After the second Tuesday or the first Tuesday in July, Perfectly Pears will be available to you there. But always come here. I do want to mention it's not too early to start thinking about Card Cafe. Our next Card Cafe is coming up July 12th. Card Cafe is our in-person event, happens here in our Minnetonka studio. It starts at 10 a.m., basically runs from about 10 to noon. You get to choose 5 of the available designs, make 2 of each of those. So you walk away with 10 amazing cards, $2.50 a card. Now, come on, let's just think about that. Hallmark, you're paying like $6 a card.
6? I was thinking 8. They're
I know.
crazy.
It's craziness.
It
so
is
$2.50 a card is a steal of a deal
more
for
than
Card
that,
Cafe.
It's so
and
fun.
You get to come, you get to laugh, belly laughs. It is so much fun. We have a good time. And it's cool down here in the Minnetonka studio. So if it's still a heat wave going on, you'll be nice and cool down here in the studio. So that is coming up very, very soon. Register now. July 12th is our next one.
Awesome.
Also, just want to mention that right now, the sweet sale is still going on. As you recall, that's buy one, get one half off. You do want to just make sure that you're always going to get your lowest price item half off. So if you're buying 3 items and one of them is very inexpensive, I would maybe hold off on that and buy your 2 more expensive ones so you get half off the expensive one. So that is going on right now through the end of the month. Buy one, get one half off. As I said, simply go to thestamperstudio.com, click on Shop for Stamps, Paper Project Kits, and other incredible products right there, and you will be taken directly in and you can order everything you need.
All right. Thanks, Dave. Okay, so we are ready to use our second one. I'm going to use Secret C. And basically what I do is I actually cut a full length, so 11 inches by 4 1/4. I score it, and then I cut off 1 inch. So it's actually 10 inches. I don't need to measure that, right? It's 10 inches. So that's kind of the way I like to roll with this.
That's how you roll.
I do. I am going to use that gorgeous paper and put it on here first. So pretty. I just really love it. I love the colors, and I'd love to see the people who design it and watch them design it because, man, it's just so much talent. I'm going to use the back of this paper to put down here. So that is going to sit there like that. Let's go ahead and stick that on. So that's about 1 inch. I did 1 inch. This is also 1 inch. So it's going to overlap just a tiny, or go under it just a tiny bit. Oops. Before I do that, I think I want to stick this in. Yes, I do. So let's put this here. I'm going to cover up that. Great. Because that is going to sit.
That little piece down at the bottom.
Yeah, because that's going to sit inside there like that. Perfect. All right. Now we are going to work on the focal point here. And I cut a piece of Secret C. Often a 3x4 is like just a great size. And then this would be 2 3/4 by 3 3/4. So it's kind of an easy size to work with. And I'm going to decorate it first because you know what happens if you stamp on something. Sometimes that doesn't work, right? I want to show you the paper. Remember I told you I could die cut out these things. So I die cut out a pear. I die cut out a little set of pears, and I die cut out the stem. So I think that's going to be really, really pretty. I also wonder, looking at this one, I wonder about putting some yellow in there, how that would look. I'd love to try that sometime, not on that card, but sometime try that.
Maybe with a really light color and a blender brush.
Yeah, I think that'd be really pretty.
There.
Yep. So I'm going to go ahead and stick down little dimensionals flying all over my pear. Oh, wait, before I put my pear down, I have a little piece of this color I'm going to put right on the edge just to make that pop out a little bit more. I don't know if I want it now that I'm looking at it. I think I don't.
I'm kind of busy.
Yeah, I'm not going to. And I don't have to, right? So let's go ahead and stick our pear here.
You do you.
I will, thanks. And I'm going to go ahead and put just 2 little dimensionals under the leaves. Let them pop up. And put a little bit of adhesive on my stem. That will stick down. Get those off. There we go. Okay. And it's okay if it goes, for me, it's okay if it goes off the paper. That's all right. There we go. I like that. Then I'm going to have some little pears right here. And I also have the flowers. Why does this always happen? I had the flowers.
You're missing the flower?
They're right here. There's some more over there die cut because we have people come in. My downline is coming and they're going to make a card with this.
Do you need some?
Yes, please. They're right on the corner. 3 little flowers.
3 little flowers.
3 little flowers. So this is going to go here, and I'm going to put my little flowers right there on the bottom. And the words we're going to use, we can get those ready. You know I'm going to find it in just a second here. Oh, wow. Thank you. So they're so easy to die cut out because the flowers, look at that, they just fit right on the paper. I love that we can die cut out the paper now. So, and I could die cut them all at the same time.
Pretty much every suite has at least one of the sheets that you can die cut out of.
It does, which is great. This one also has some bonus dies. It has some leaves. It has this little crosshatch, has where you could put their sentiments, has some flowers, and it has a strip of flowers if you want a whole bunch. This is going to make one set, this is one die. So there's nothing in between. Let's see, is that a stamp? No. So this is a bonus die also, but this one is going to make individual flowers. So another time, but those are really pretty as well. I'm going to stick these kind of right down here. So let's go ahead and pop up my pears. Say that 3 times fast. Pop up my pears. There are just so many pretty things in this suite with the pears and the little gems. I'm going to turn this a little bit. And I'm just going to stick this kind of like I'm going to pop that up as well and put it right there. All right. Let's see. Here's some more. I like edging. Edging and strips. That's what I like to use because it's quick and easy. maybe I'll put the flowers on the inside. I might do that because right here I really want to put a sentiment. So let's put thank you. Let's do thank you, friend. Ooh, stamping both. And sometimes we want to line those up and sometimes we don't care. I am going to stamp individually because, oh my gosh, Dave, please stop.
Blue white in front of my face. What do you want me to do?
You're startling me. I am so sorry, friends. My goodness. What do I want you to do? I want you to ignore it. Ignore it, please. All right, here we go. Thank you. My friend is going to sit on this side. My friend who is not sitting across from me right now because he's driving me crazy. Uh-oh. I do not want to get this tissue.
Right. I'll just get attacked by flies.
Okay. I do not want to get that on my pear because I popped it up. So thank you. Sorry. Thank you. Awesome. Friend who doesn't kill flies and make me jump. All right, there we go. Thank you. I'll wipe that off again so I don't get that. Thank you, friend.
I know why he swallowed the fly. He didn't go after it.
I don't know why. Oh, right. Because it dive bombed him and he let it. Thank you, friend. All right. Let's go ahead and put these together. There we go. A little thank you, friend. Look how sweet that is.
Very sweet.
Who knew pears could be so pretty? All right, let's bring this back over.
Don't worry about that hanging off piece because it's going on another one.
Right, exactly right. I'm going to go ahead and stick this on because now that we know my flowers are going inside, I'm not going to stamp anything on it. I just want to make sure. Sometimes if you're going to stamp something on it, I want to stamp it first. Actually, I'm just going to put the flowers kind of down here. That'll be pretty. All right. Ooh, look, that even like tucks under. Ooh, fun fold. Just kidding.
That's stretching it.
A fun fold.
You do fun folds. This isn't one of them.
This isn't one of them. I'm not sure I like the flowers there. I'm going to take them off and I'm going to put them inside, like up here, just a little. There we go. Okay, because really what I want to put here is I really like the twine with this natural, kind of this natural look. I could have put that behind here. Maybe I will. The twine is really pretty just to, no, I'm not going to do twine. You know what? I am going to do a little bit of white ribbon. I think I'll just do that, maybe. This suite comes with a very beautiful, beautiful green and gold ribbon, which I must have left up at the refuge this weekend because I don't have it. So sad. So I'm hoping that's where it is. But regardless, I will probably order another one because it is so gorgeous that I know I will use it. All right, let's go ahead and snip this. Sometimes you make something and then change your mind. Like, well, no, I don't want that there. So where do we want to put? I'm going to stick it up here, maybe. What do you think? I think that's pretty. I'm going to put it at the top.
Sounds good.
And I'm going to stick I did that in. Oh, they're there.
The missing ones.
Told ya. All right, let's grab a glue dot. Here it is. Oh my gosh, that beat flies in my hair.
I know.
That's okay. I'd rather it be in my hair than have you startle me. Actually, I'd rather have it be in your hair than have it startle me.
I stayed really quiet. I didn't even bother you when I landed.
Thank you. All right, there we go. Isn't that pretty? I think it's very pretty. All right, so that, my friends, I'm sure I will revisit it because I barely scratched the surface on what we can do with this perfectly pears, like Dave and I, the perfect pear. Very different look for the stamped one versus the one that has the designer series paper and this. Obviously, those colors are just so pretty, but they're both just really, really nice, aren't they? I think they're really pretty. All right, friends, I look forward to seeing you on Saturday. But until then, have a great week. Stay cool and happy stamping.